Let's run a vault and talk about Hermitcraft. Because as you guys probably know, Hermitcraft Season 9 has come to an end. It is ending in 4 days from today, which is 20th of December. It has been the longest running Hermitcraft season to date. For me personally, this season has been sort of very messy. I discovered I realized back in May that I had hit a wall. I'd done way too many things on different platforms. I'd been developing Vault Hunters and trying to keep up with Hermitcraft. To me, this season was broken in many pieces. But I think that at the end of it came together for me. And like, yeah, it gave... we decked out with this series. I see this as part of Hermitcraft Season 9 in a way, personally. Because I'm hanging out with my friends and having a good time, you know. And all in all, I think it's been good, but definitely not my favorite season, personally. I also really enjoyed the Grand Prix that Ren had done. I'm so impressed with like what he did. I think from a personal perspective, one thing that I can say now is that if I could go back, which you can't, like there's no point in really thinking like this in general, but if I could go back to the start of the season, I shouldn't have gone for a cave base. I think I pushed my idea of wanting to build in a cave a little bit too hard. I romanticized it more than I should have. As in personally, like internally, I was thinking cave base is going to be great. But I found it hard to find inspiration. And I think what I did when I came back in August or whenever it was, really helped. If I had done that like earlier, then that would have been great. I did really enjoy the 20 ways to fail. I think we ended on 11 games or so. But me and Stress got the information that the season was coming to an end. And it was me. Stress was actually very, very enthusiastic and pushed for like getting it done. And I was like, bro, I'm sorry. I can't. I just can't. I can't come up with more games right now. I'm feeling a bit like... too much pressure, like, it takes the fun out of it. So I think that may be a thing that I want to revisit in the future. I think the idea, the concept is really cool. And, of course, there are some good games there to be played. But there was definitely, like, really good parts in this season. I enjoyed, personally, I don't remember it too well now, but I really enjoyed the King's Audition thing. Did I really sing? Did I sing Aladdin? The rest of the King story, though, for me was a little bit weird. Because it was supposed to go in certain ways that I couldn't, like, side with fully. For example, I had to abandon my idea of carrots. And carrots being good for gigapies. That, to me, it didn't feel authentic. Because I'd also, like, at the same time, like, I really like carrots. I'm a man of carrots. What can I say? So, like, it was a bit weird to me, you know. So where does this leave us? Well, we will do a Season 10 of Hermitcraft. And if I'm completely honest, I have considered my being or not being in Season 10 of Hermitcraft. I get this idea, I get this feeling in general that people, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I get this feeling that people are really disappointed in me and that people see it as if I haven't participated in Season 9 or Season 8, really. But maybe that's just my internal demons, because when I look at the amount of episodes I've done, I think I've done like 30-something episodes, which, yes, it's not Season 7 amount, it's not Season 6 amount, but it's also not like 10 episodes. Like, I feel like I have spent some hours on the server, you know? My videos take a lot of time to make for me for 2 reasons. I have a certain idea of what I want to get done in a video, and I overthink everything. Like, I'm not natively English, so one thing that happens in a lot of my videos that I record is that I say something wrong. And then I edit it and I realize, oh, that's not how you say it in English. Like, I just mess up the language and I feel like I have to retake that and perfect things. I don't have that problem when I stream. Yeah, so where were I going with this? Because this is important to me. So I get this feeling that, like, the general public is disappointed in Iskall, you know. He hasn't put on his best performance and stuff like that, and he hasn't been doing great lately on Hermitcraft if you compare to like Season 7 And, you know, you can... I obviously, as a YouTuber, you look at your views and you can see that, okay, I've gone from 1.5 million views per video down to now like a humble 150,000, which is still a lot of people. But that is a 90% decline in views, right? So that's kind of telling of something. And then you're gonna start thinking, okay, what is that telling off? Is it me? So I went back and I watched a lot of Season 7 videos to like figure out, you know. And apart from me building a mega base, a tree that people wanted to see, I don't think the videos themselves are better than the videos I'm producing today. I think that my videos today are more polished, better edited, and all of that stuff. There was also the perfect storm, right? If you think about views, when did Season 7 happen? Well, it happened right as we were all forced to stay indoors because of COVID. And of course, like, I felt at the time, I felt a massive responsibility to the world to produce as much content as possible for people to watch. Like, I wanted that to be a thing. I wanted people to get, like, flee away from the garbage reality that was happening around people. And I went further with this, an analysis of mine. I went and I looked at YouTube's, like, numbers. And YouTube's numbers has massively declined. Because what's happened? Well, we've got shorts, we got TikTok, we got all of this garbage content, scroll content. The 1-minute clips, the you know, the things that people consume a lot these days. And I think it's all connected. Basically what I'm saying is, I've done some studying to see, like, am I washed up? You know? And I've come to the conclusion that no, I don't think I'm washed up. I still love this game. I still love hanging out with people. I get burnt out at times. I get tired. Who doesn't? So, where does that leave us? Well, I took a decision in Season 8 of Hermitcraft. And that was that I no longer want to participate in the thumbnail battle, as I call it. I am not interested in, I've never really been interested in, and I'm very honest about it, the love for mega bases. Building these mega bases, these empty, hollow mega bases in survival Minecraft is a massive grind. It makes for a great thumbnail, and, you know, some of the mega bases, including my tree, they are impressive. They're super, super impressive. They're amazing. But they take years. Like, we condense years worth of work to build these things. And so we have been allowed to use tools to help us build these, like Lightmatica. But I'm so stubborn and boring as a human being that I don't like to have a mod build it for me. I like the process of building a base so much that I don't want to use a tool and build it in creative. But it actually stresses me out to have to build something in creative and then go into survival and then, like, click a button. I just want to build, like, I like building things off the top of my head. And I like it. I will say this and it's shooting myself in the foot, but I like it when I get things wrong. I like when I build something and I mismeasure the whole thing. I think that's funny. To me, that's really hilarious. Like the thing is Pacific, the hole in the roof that I just looked at and I couldn't. It's funny. It's funny. I like that process. That's what got me in love with Minecraft to begin with 13 years ago. And that is still what makes me really happy when I build something. I don't also just want to build, but when I build something, I like that, like, you know, one block at a time sort of mentality, placing down things. Quite a lot of consideration has gone into, over the past 3 months, I've been thinking about whether or not I will participate in Hermitcraft Season 10. Whether or not I will be part of it. Things that I've asked myself is like, do I have a place? Like, is it interesting enough to watch this Swede stumble on his words, forgetting his things, trying to do good deeds but never really pulling through with a good deed because, I don't know. I try my best. And some days I've woken up and I felt that no, I think I'm gonna quit. I think I'm done. And other days I've woken up thinking, oh yeah, I'm inspired. I know what I want to do. And right now, at the moment, I'm kind of in between. I think what is most important is that whatever I end up doing, I want to enjoy fully. We can go back to like building giant sugarcane farms or making industrial areas. I quite enjoy that. I do enjoy building farms. Kill 3 champions. Ooh, this is gonna be tough unless I like spawn everything in. I enjoy that part of Minecraft a lot. I think it's great fun. But realistically, if you see this as like a content creation thing, you know, that's only a couple of videos. Unless you mess up or unless you redo it. And I don't think I want to be redoing it. I think the one thing that changed, one thing in Season 6 that was great was that... I can't even remember. Was that when we had the shopping district? It was that like everyone was part of everything all the time. Does that make sense? Or is that just my perspective of it? That felt like one difference. Everyone was part of everything at all times. And after that, it felt like that hasn't really been the case. It feels like... and I think we've got better at it. With Decked Out, with the Grand Prix, with this series, with Vault Hunters, I think that we've got better at it. Here's a funny thing about Season 7 that I think most people have forgotten. Season 6, sorry. I built a base. I built like an industrial base, non-mega base, on a mycelium island. Do you guys even remember that? I had the villager cannon and stuff. But I didn't spend that much time in my base. It didn't feel like I spent that much time in my base. It felt like I spent most time in the shopping district. And I think that's key. I think that was key for that season. Like, I had this base hidden away, and it was like, I didn't really care that much about it, but I think it looked okay. I think the key is, it was said right there, like, the integration part of Season 6 was really good. And then, like, what would the frequency of Hermitcraft videos be? Because in the past, I always tried to have 3 videos a week, then that was too much, so I went down to 2 videos a week. I don't think I can produce, like, with a lot of editing and all of that, more than 1 video a week, depending on what I do in the videos. But on the contrary, seeing how popular, and thank you for it, by the way, seeing just how popular the BTS videos has been on Iskall, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty cool to learn that, like, people are really just enjoying watching, even though there's, like, silence and stuff like that. And that's, I dedicate that fully to, like, the interactions with other hermits. I will join Season 10 of Hermitcraft. And I will find the excitement. But I think for me, it has to, like, it has to be slightly different from my perspective. Because I think the game itself, vanilla Minecraft, the game itself is not what I want to be doing. I want to be hanging out with the people, doing fun things, doing funny things. That's always been the thing. Like, I love a laugh. I love a good laugh. So that's another thing. I have to find a balance with how to integrate Twitch and live streaming, because I really enjoy live streaming. Like, you have no idea. If I were today, like, to start doing things, I would probably just stream. I like the rawness. Like, I know it's not for everyone, right? I know that, you know, Benny and whatever have you in chat, they're like, live streams, I hate it. I want to see highly edited, professional Hollywood videos of Doom. I get that. I get it fully. But personally, I enjoy the rawness. I enjoy the banter. I enjoy chatting with you guys, hanging out, seeing people's opinions, and, like, you know, it's really nice. So yeah, Season 10. It's gonna be exciting and interesting. I have an idea for something that I do want to do. It's very weird though, but I think it could be funny. I think the realization has to be said that I am not playing Season 10 of Hermitcraft for my urge to play vanilla Minecraft. Because I don't have that urge. I'm just being honest here. Like, I don't have the urge to play another vanilla world. And you know, the haters are gonna say, well, Vault Hunters ruined that because you went to Vault Hunters, etc, etc. But what people forget to think about was there was a reason I went to Vault Hunters to begin with. First of all, I want to follow my dream of creating a game, envision a game inside another game, because I do love everything of my that has to do with Minecraft. And of course, you can assume that my urge to play vanilla was not there anyway. Like, after Season 7 or towards the end of Season 7, building that tree without any schematic mod, collecting all of the wood, fixing my wood farm, like my wood machine, probably 10 times it broke due to server lag and stuff like that. You know, it's a lot. It was a lot. I needed a break from it. I needed a break from vanilla Minecraft in general. So yeah, my biggest focus with Hermitcraft Season 10 is I am going to participate. I know I said earlier that I haven't made a full decision yet. What I meant by that was that, like, my brain hasn't fully decided on how to make it work for me. And that is what's going to be the focus. How can I make a fun season, enjoyable to watch? Because that is something that we have to think about. Oh my goodness. This could have been 3 champions. This would have been 3 champions. Are you kidding me? You know what's worse is that I really need gold. I'm so poor. This would have been it. Oh dear, it's not a good idea to be down here while the curse is gonna happen, is it? Enervated? What is that? Oh, right. Okay, so this is not the worst one, but it's bad. And we're out of time. Hold up. Anyway, so Season 9 of Hermitcraft ends, and overall I am proud of the parts that I have been part of with Season 9. I think it will forever go down in history as the decked out season. I think that Tango Tech has done such an amazing thing with decked out. I am so very impressed. We also have the TCG that was created, which obviously is one of the coolest things that I've ever seen come out from Hermitcraft. The fact that we have like I don't think Vintage Beef has got quite enough props for what he did with TCG. I think that it's unbelievable. It's so cool. It's so ridiculously amazing. And then of course all of the other things that's happened, you know, on the season. We had the Grand Prix at the very end, Ren's and Ethos massive racetrack, which is amazing and available on Vodskal 85 to see my perspective from tonight onwards. So there was clearly so many cool things happening in Season 9, and that is inspiring. I do want to be part of creating something for next season. I just gotta figure out how to make Hermitcraft work for me, because it is not the vanilla game, and I'm completely honest and open about these things. It is no longer the vanilla game that makes me excited. It got to be something else. It got to be the interaction, the hangouts with the other hermits, you know. And that I am very excited about.